All right, episode 4? 4. We've reached an incredible 4, literally the most inconsistent podcast of all time. Somehow. How are you both?
Yeah.
You're okay, Blue.
Go on, Blue.
Exhausted.
Oh. Wow,
I'm
okay.
dead today.
Cool. Happy vibes.
Well, I'm feeling good. I'm full of energy right now. I'm full of energy.
I've got a cough.
I have had the life.
I have got a
sapped
sore
out
eye,
of
though.
me.
What? Are we falling apart or something? What's going on, boys?
Sucked out of you.
Yeah.
What's happened, Blue? Why
Yeah,
have you been sucked off or whatever?
What's
I've
been
been
sucked
at
out
work,
of Blue?
Right. I've been at work, right, and normally I'll get up at like 5 to 7, so 6:55. It's pretty grim. I get ready in 10 minutes, then I go to work. And normally I have a monster energy to wake me up because it's really fucking tiring. But today I couldn't have that. Well, I did, but it didn't work because I've built up a tolerance. So I'm absolutely fucking dead. And then I had so much hard work, and then I got roped into some fucking overtime, and I just died.
I have 2 suggestions. One,
Bloody hell, Wadism.
you're on the complete other. You're this side, then. you're here.
Wait, you're that way for
No,
me. You're
no,
that
no,
way
no,
for
no,
me.
No. But anyway, I have 2 suggestions counteracting that, Blue.
Right.
Either coffee, which is generally my go-to.
What?
Dan,
Yeah.
stop looking at me. Or cocaine.
I don't have access to either of those.
I'll
Well,
hook-
I do. I
I'll
have
hook you
access to
up.
coffee.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I'll hook you up, but never mind.
Blue, hasn't your company got like 100 employees or something?
Yeah.
Surely someone's selling.
I thought they made
some
tea and
cocaine
coffee for you.
somewhere.
We have random drug tests, but yeah, they do. They do make coffee for us.
Huh.
I just couldn't be arsed.
So,
Random
you're-
drug tests? Are you in the police or something?
No, they just reserve the right to do random drug. Most companies do it. Most big companies, like it's probably in
Sports
your
Direct,
contract. It's probably in your contract. Like they don't do it, but it's probably in your contract so that they can drug test you if they want.
Well, that's
Like if you go into
not
work
good.
really fucking blazed and they take one look at you and think, yeah, you're on fucking drugs, they can say, right, we're going for a drug test. It's in your contract.
See, my supervisor will probably ask me to share.
yeah, you are from Blackpool though, so I suppose you know. To be fair, I'm in Romford as well. actually.
Yeah,
I've,
yeah.
I've turned up to work worse for wear more times than I could count, to be honest. It's sort of standard where I am to just turn up, not like off your face on drugs, but like just smashed. One of the guys turned up the other day. He slept in the shop for 2.5 hours just so he could catch up. He had a bit too much to drink the night before, and I went out to go and ask him something. And I found him asleep on just a sofa that we had somewhere, so that was fun. But anyway, that was.
The thing is, at the moment, you could get away with that because you haven't got any management in. So you could literally leave the shop, come back 5 hours later,
True.
and just start working again.
True.
Like, no one's actually asked what you're up to at the minute.
It's like that with the customers, to be
Which
honest.
is quite good.
A lot of the time.
Yeah.
I quite enjoy
Why you
it.
just not answer the phone?
You sort of have to, just in case the manager calls up, and then it's sort of like, oh no. I suppose we could just say we were busy. But no, we would get caught out.
Yeah.
We'd get caught out one way or another. They're crafty. But anyway, after that
Oh,
elongated
bloody
intro,
hell.
which seemed to go on quite a bit, talking about Blue not being able to drink coffee and, you know, sleeping at work. We'll start with an interesting fact, just because it's a good way to ease into things. I think you seem pretty desperate to go first, Dan. Yeah, go on.
Can I go first,
yeah,
please?
Yeah. I was sort of
Right,
giving you
okay.
the nod, to be honest, to go first, but yeah, go on.
I want to go first in case someone else has chose my fact. Okay. So this one reminded me of you, Wad. I won't lie to you. I got Nick Wadism vibes from this.
Oh yeah.
So, my fact is, a woman called the police when her ice cream shop didn't have enough sprinkles on her ice cream. The West Midlands Police in England released a recording of a woman who called 999 because there were bits on one side and none on the other.
What part have you read that and thought, I know who will like this? This guy.
It's
It just reminds me of you. the petty side of Wadism.
Oh,
It's
I'm
like
not
planet
petty.
Earth, bro. Like, you don't have to be crazy to live here, but it helps. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, oh my god.
Is Blue gonna
People are
break
so
down?
fucking weird.
Is Blue gonna... Sounded like he would start crying.
Oh, I'm just so fucking... Like, people are so fucking stupid.
Has anyone...
Why would you call the police for
They are,
fucking
Blue,
that?
they are.
Why would she do that? Like, are you that much of a fucking wet wipe that you can't stand it if you've not got sprinkles on half of your ice cream? Like, grow up! Fuck! Like, stupid, dude, honestly.
You are forgetting that this is a country that
you know what I
basically
find
fell apart when KFC ran out of chicken. Like, how are we ever going to cope with a pandemic? Literally, the country went into meltdown for like 3 days because KFC didn't have any chicken. It made national news. It was like front page headlines.
People are so stupid.
Well, you're not wrong.
Yeah, but if that didn't happen, we wouldn't have that. I had to go to Burger King meme.
Yeah, to
We
be
wouldn't
fair,
have had
that's a good
that.
meme.
So,
That's a good
in reality, it was a win.
Mm.
Yeah. But I like to think, looking back at that fact, I like to just imagine, right? You just sell someone an ice cream and you put not many sprinkles on it. You're low on stock with the sprinkles. You haven't got many left in the store. The next minute, you've got a fucking SWAT team coming through your door, aiming automatic rifles at you, telling you to get on the ground. That's just the image that I love.
It's a good
People
image.
complain about anything, but I
True.
think the woman who called the police should have had some sort of punishment for it,
I'm assuming
for
she
wasting
did.
police time.
I assume she did. Like, there's so many people that get done for
Yeah.
wasting police time. I mean, I can't think of any instances at this moment.
Because it
But
no, it must have made news because it was a fact on this top 100 facts website that I found, right? It must have made news, and I hope they released her name. That would have been suitable punishment, I think.
You should just do.
The embarrassment of the internet.
You know, like you egg people's houses. I'm not saying do it. That we are against egging here. But I never thought I'd have to say that sentence. But just do it with like sprinkles instead.
I'm not.
Well, okay. Well, yeah. As a rule, try not to egg people because it's a bit of a dick move. But unless you're with your mates,
throw
and they go,
sprinkles instead.
Yeah, throw sprinkles. Throw sprinkles.
Yeah, and toilet paper, as well.
That works. Oh yeah, toilet paper's the most fun one to be fair. Did you ever have it at school? You'd go into the boys' toilets and you only figured it out after
What,
like
toilet paper?
year 9. Yeah, toilet paper. Yeah, it's a bit of a delicacy down here. But like you'd get people that would just get toilet paper, make it wet, and then just launch it at the roof. Like I was like,
yeah.
I remember the first few years at school. I'm just like, what is that? Like, what's going on here? And then obviously as you get older, you're like, I know what's going on now. And then you do it and you get told off and put in detention for a week.
When you're young and your mind wanders and you have no idea what it is, you look up at the ceiling and see this like sticky alien life form that's latched itself onto the ceiling. Like, what the bloody hell is that? But then you grow up and realise it's just some shitty toilet paper.
Just some toilet paper.
Blue, what's your opinion on toilet paper?
I mean, it's all right. I mean, I work for a multi-million-dollar company, and we still only have one-ply toilet paper.
Ow. Jeez, that must be like sandpaper.
It's fucking awful. Like, they can't splash out a bit of cash on toilet paper. Like, come on.
Do you ever find... Do you ever find your finger sometimes goes through it and you're a bit like, shouldn't have enjoyed that, but...
No.
Oh,
yeah.
But
Very
don't fucking do
defensive on that one, Mr. Blue.
No,
Why not?
it's because I
Why
thought
not?
something else. It's because I thought something else. There's
'cause they
people at work that are like, this is just kind of show you like disgusting people are everywhere. Like in the fucking toilets, bro. Like you'll fucking just go in there sometimes, and the fucking state of the fucking toilet is so bad. Like someone will just leave a fucking whole shit in there. Other people will leave skid marks on the side of it. People will just piss on the seat and walk off. And the thing is, the people do it and they leave it there, and like people go into the toilet stalls after them. It's like, do you not feel embarrassment? Like, people are so weird and stupid. That's like this list of insults is going to grow up on after time. It's going to be like, people are stupid. People are weird and stupid. People are weird and stupid and cringe. It's going to grow.
As you can see, we've got Blue in a particularly vulnerable mood today. Which I
I'm
think
not
is...
vulnerable. I'm just fucking done, bro. I'm exhausted. I haven't got any patience left today.
Which brings us perfectly into this transition where we're going to talk about the main issue of tonight's entertainment, which is see that? That's professional right there. Bit of an expert now. But Dan,
That's good. That I like that. I like that.
you got a bee in your bonnet the other day
Hello.
about a certain TikTok that you'd seen about a certain group of people. Not the certain group of people that Blue gets annoyed about. That's something else entirely. That was a joke about Blue being racist. He's not.
Yeah.
Just for the record, he's not racist. Maybe it's not a good time to make jokes about Blue. But,
Funny about to explain that he's not racist. Says it all.
Look, he is in a
It's the
bad
first time
mood. I don't
It's the
want to piss
first.
him off.
It's the first time he's done it since the joke has began.
I just wanted to clear it up so that we can make it with a bit more leverage. But yeah, but you got a bee in your bonnet the other day, Dan, about a TikTok that you'd seen that annoyed you quite a bit.
I did, yeah.
I don't have the voice
Well,
note that you sent
it
us.
annoyed us all. It annoyed us all.
It did.
But it annoyed me the most by the look of it. And I did go on a bit of a rampage about this, and I did want to make a video about this guy, which all of you have said not to do. Dino said not to do, but kind of want to do it anyway, or at least add it into one of my podcasts on the PowerPoint HD YouTube channel, which you can go and check out. But that was a nice little self-plug there. I don't want to go on about it too much and take up the whole podcast, but this guy was on my For You page on TikTok. Small streamer, but one of those ones that want to put no work into it whatsoever. He posted a video complaining about his low views and all the hours that he spends uploading 4 videos a day, 4 high-quality videos a day. He was complaining about people scrolling past his videos, no one leaving likes and supporting him whatsoever, like the world owes him anything. So I checked out his videos, right? Oh,
sorry,
Nick
did
got a
you
question.
say 4 videos a day?
4 videos a day.
That's great.
Spends hours and hours making them, Nick Wadism.
That's great.
Continue.
Right. You know what these fucking videos are? It's just shit, relatable Twitch content. Just nothing to it. It would take me about 2 minutes to make one. It's like, oh, when you gain a new follower on Twitch, and it's just him doing a little dance in the corner of his room. Like, who the fuck's gonna follow you for that? Just get some better content. Upload some Twitch clips with some edits and stuff like that. You don't... You're making me stressed, boys. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You
You're
both
making
seem
me
on a bit of a
so
knife edge
stressed
today.
right now.
Fucking hell.
I haven't seen that guy's content in particular, but it's
I was alright. Until that. Go on, Blue.
I haven't seen that guy's content in particular, but there's such a thing as uploading too much content, right? Because the people who used to brag about fucking uploading like 5 videos a day was like that Jinx reaction channel, and he would just sit and watch videos and be like, I upload so much, and it's like, yeah, because all you do is film and press upload. That's all you do. But it's like uploading loads of times a day isn't always a good thing, because you can oversaturate your audience, and it can end up getting like 2 views a video. Trust me, I've been there, because I've been the person that uploaded 45-minute gameplay videos twice a day, every day, and it was fucking exhausting. I never had time for anything, and they got like 5 views a video. So it's honestly not worth it. It's like people want what they can't have, right? So sometimes it's better to make people wait a little longer for a video, because then when it does come out, they'll get excited about it and you'll get more views on it.
That's a good way to.
It's very true. It's very true. I didn't do the best at explaining why it made me angry. I won't lie to you. It was just seeing the comments, people feeling sorry for him, like, oh bro, don't worry, King, I'll check your channel out, I'll follow you and I'll support you. That's exactly what he wants. He's trying to make people feel bad about it, and obviously yeah, well, not even that. They'll see the content and then they'll fucking think, why have I followed this? This is shit. Follow this out of sympathy. Obviously, I can't show the TikTok on the podcast unless Nick Wadism wants to add it in somehow.
Nah, I wouldn't want to give the kid the satisfaction of seeing it reposted, to be honest.
Well, you can block out the name,
I was annoyed at the fact you shared it to us, because you're sort of helping the problem grow. But,
yeah, I know, but I know, but I wanted you to witness it because of how shite it was.
I think it does come into this instant gratification thing that, I mean, this is this is going to sound so boomer, so please excuse me, but it does seem to be the TikTok generation, I suppose. So anyone between the ages of, I don't know, what, 12 and 16, maybe a little bit older now. I don't know, I might be wrong, I might be arrogant for saying this, but I think they see people blow up on TikTok, like literally overnight, thousands of followers. Do you know what I mean? Like all these views, all this attention, and they're like, oh, I want that. They don't want the other side of it, which is the grinding. They don't want to put effort into it and learn how to get better and how to improve over a period of time. They just want the numbers, and that's, I think, why they're so hell-bent on, like, oh, why does no one like my content? It's like, put time into it, put time and effort. Don't worry about the numbers. They're irrelevant. Like, and what we're going to do is essentially, we've had some questions, like a bit of an agony aunt thing going on. We've got some questions based around content creation. I mean, we're not really people to advise about it, because, I mean, let's be honest, we're, at the end of the day, 3 mid-20-year-olds sitting around in our bedrooms making, you know, fairly average content. But some of us less than others. I am guilty of that.
Speak for yourself.
Hang about. No, I'm motivated at the minute. I'm on it. I'm on like 20 days continuous uploading to TikTok, and I haven't had all my views yet. So work on it, yeah. But no. Like,
oh no.
We've had a few questions and stuff like that we can maybe, you know, help newer and younger content creators coming into it with. You know, just a bit of advice from our experience and stuff like that as well. So, yeah.
Before you get onto that, I want to say like a thing. A lot of people, like, you know, they do what you say. They see the numbers and they're like, oh, I instantly want that. And it's because like the few people that get viral, like that Bella girl from just nodding her head, like those are the edge cases, and because they blow up, everyone sees them and everyone thinks, oh, I'm going to get that. But this is the thing. If you're just going to get into YouTube for the money or the numbers, like, don't pick YouTube. YouTube is probably one of the hardest games to do well at. Like, everything is stacked against you. Like, your fucking algorithm fucks you at every turn you get. It's super fucking hard to grow. Like, this is not a hobby to get into unless you are passionate about it, because if you're just in it for the numbers, it will fucking, like, it will defeat you, because it is a really hard game. I've been at it 5 years now. I know Dan has been at it at least like 7. Wadism, I'm not actually sure how long you've been at it.
Too long to mention.
Exactly. Like, we've all been at this years, and we still, in the grand scheme of things, don't have that much. Like, we have a small following now, thank fuck, but still not that much. Like, I've been there gaining 100 subs a year. So if you want to get into YouTube for the money and the views, don't, dude. Just go work a job or like pick up another side hustle, because this is not the one to, like, you're in this for the long game. Like, YouTube is not a quick fix or a quick path to anything.
No, you have got to have that dedication over a long period.
Going
of time.
on that, oh, go on.
No, I mean, I was just going to say, I mean...
Yeah, going on that point as well, going on Blue's point with the money as well, people assume that the second you get partnered with YouTube or TikTok, you're going to make fucking thousands a day. It's like, speaking from experience, I'm making chomp change. It's not fucking life-changing. There's enough... It's... People expect to make the amount that PewDiePie does, or they see all these big creators in their mansions and stuff. It's not what's going to happen. And... I'll be honest, it's back on the TikTok once again. Sorry, Wad, I know you want to move on.
No.
But it just shows a certain people that do certain things, and it just shows their intentions. Us three, we make content because we enjoy it. And that shows we put a lot of time and effort into it, and people seem to enjoy it because we're passionate about it. But there's people like that guy that I'm on about again, the TikTok guy, who clearly is only in it for the money and views, and he's not going to get anywhere from it.
And it's as well as that, it's always the same with them sort of TikToks as well. It's sort of like sad music, and it's just like, oh, feel sorry for me. It's like,
head in my hands.
Yeah. Just like, oh, I've tried so hard. And it's like, try harder then. If you really feel like you're gonna, you know, if you really want to do this for the money and you really want to play that game, which will show over time, you know, try harder. Like the algorithms, sure enough, they're clapped enough as it is. It's entirely luck at the end of the day, and the thing is, all you're relying on really is if that luck goes in your way, you want enough content and you want enough good material that people are going to stick around. It's all good and well having like one clip maybe that goes viral on TikTok, but if you've not then got the content to back it up, and you've not got the, you know, the portfolio, I suppose, at this point to back it up, then, you know, it's, what's it for? One viral TikTok to give you a satisfaction, you know, for a bit of attention for one night in your miserable life. Sorry, I went a bit deep there.
Yeah,
but
it's amazing how many people have a TikTok that blows up, and then they expect every other TikTok
totally.
they post to fucking do the same.
Totally.
It's not. It doesn't work like that.
No, and it is.
It doesn't work like that at all.
And the thing is,
And then people get disheartened from it as well.
Yeah.
The TikTok algorithm is hard enough. The YouTube algorithm is even harder.
Yeah. No.
Oh
100%.
mate, honestly.
I've had it once work in my favour over the course of what year? 10 years, 11 years, technically speaking, not like continuous, but
yeah,
I've had it work once, and even
Yeah,
then,
same.
no one that found it from that has pretty much stuck around because the content changed because I didn't want to carry on doing what it was that got that.
Yeah.
Got that.
I've
do you
had
know what I
like 7 TikToks or something blow up, but I've had like, and I was only at that for a few months at the time, and in the 5 years I've been on YouTube, I've had one video go viral, and it's only got 70,000.
And the thing is, did you find, because that was the what game was
The
it?
Night Squad, the Night Squad one.
Did you find that the people from that didn't really stick about because it was such a niche thing?
Whenever I uploaded Night Squad, they did, but anything else, like, no.
It was like me with Fallout. Anytime there was a Fallout video, views were like slightly higher. But I didn't enjoy doing it too much. And I wasn't really that good at the game. It was just a fluke of a video that, you know, was a little bit tongue-in-cheek, a little bit sarcastic, and it was a bit of a commentary video. It's just something I was like, this will be fun. And it's, I mean, from my experience, it's like, it's not affected. The only thing it's really done is push me over the 1,000 mark, do you know what I mean? And it's like, at the time, you're like, wow, this is incredible, like, people are noticing me, but they're not. They've just seen one video, hit a button, and then forgotten about you. It's just a harsh reality of it. And that's not to say don't stop trying, because, you know, if you put your heart and soul into it, and you've got a good bunch of people around you, which I like to think we have, you know, then you're going to have fun with it. That's the main thing. I don't remember the last time I've been, like, disheartened by doing this, do you know what I mean? I'm just here for a good time with the boys, really. At the end of the day, I find fun making videos. Like,
yeah,
that's
same. And that's how it should be. Sorry to interrupt, but that's how it should be. You should just be able to have fun.
Yeah.
And if you're in a group, it shouldn't be about, oh, we need to do this content on that day, this content on that day. We need to fucking upload by Tuesday. You just have a fucking laugh.
Yeah.
That's how YouTube should be, or streaming should be. That's how it should be. Just have a laugh, and you'll be fine.
But do you think there's a correlation between people who are slightly older, i.e. us, who maybe got into it when we were 13, 14, when people were like that, between and then the time difference obviously to now, where people are used to seeing these other YouTubers with mansions and stuff like that, and all like these $50,000 challenges and stuff like that, and seeing that instant sort of gratification overnight and just being like, that's what I want. Whereas when we started, we probably just wanted to meet some other people that were doing the same thing, having a bit of a laugh, and just a good bunch of mates, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, these people think it's instant gratification, but I mean, even then, it's not. Like, most of the people who are big on YouTube now are just big because they were there when YouTube was starting to do that. Yeah. Like, YouTube's not that old, and the most people are big is because they got there first. And then even then, like, most of your favorite content creators will have been at this for years. Like Philip Franco, for instance, he's like a news channel. He only has like 5 mil, I think, which is still a lot.
Just
but it's not compared to like Mr. Beast. But but he's been at it for like 12 years. So it takes time. This is not a quick game.
Totally. Well, let's go through some of the questions that we got, because I think that some of them, I mean, we've probably already answered them in that little rant, which we're trying to lighten the mood a bit. Just kick my bin. So how do I get better at editing? And how do I be nicer to people? I mean, the second one we could come back to another time. It's just simple. Be nice. It's just, don't be a dick. Not difficult.
Yeah, just smile.
Yeah,
don't tell people things they don't want to hear.
Yeah, but we'll come back to that later on.
You're trying to help them, of course.
But how do I get better at editing? I suppose is a good place to start, really. I
have an answer.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good answer, to be fair. That is a good answer.
Just keep practicing. Keep going.
Go on, Dan.
Start with something basic, like Movie Maker if you're not too clued up. Learn that, move up to Vegas, then Premiere Pro. Watch YouTube videos, easy peasy. What do you boys think?
Experimentation.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Get your editing software and poke around in it. Like, when I first got my fucking editing software, I wasn't even editing a video. I was just like seeing what it can do. Like, poke around a lot. I've originally switched over to Vegas so I have to fucking learn a new editing software
One
all
of
over
us. One of us.
again. Yeah, my editing's probably gonna be shit for the
Good
next
lad.
video, but I'm finally like trying to learn it. But how do you get better at editing? Well, you can watch other YouTubers and like kind of like take bits. Like say I used to watch like some YouTubers and I'd see them do a certain edit. I'm like, oh, that was actually really good. So I think I'll try and like recreate that, but like don't copy the video. Just like take little bits and elements and like kind of do your research. Like watch what other people do and poke around in your own software and see what it can do. It comes down to practice and experimentation.
It's as well as that. I think it is sort of knowing how to construct something watchable from start to finish. Do you know what I mean? You want something engaging at the beginning, like probably one of the funnier clips you've got. Something maybe a little bit long in the second bit, just to sort of keep people like, oh, what's going to happen next? Then you want a funny clip in the middle. Basically, you want to laugh a minute, essentially. But I think it's also like stuff like transitions, just making it look a bit more professional. Do you know what I mean? Like getting in. If you're going to put in like a green screen or something, don't half-arse it. Don't make it look rubbish, unless obviously it's intended to look that way. Don't take your time with it as well. Don't rush something out because you can. If you're not 100% happy with something and you don't think it's as good as it can be, then don't stress it out. Another thing as well is don't have too much chatter. Do you know what I mean? A lot of times it's sometimes it depends on what sort of video you're doing, really. I guess like if it's comedy, for example, though, you want set up, punchline, joke, or like laughter or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's comedic timing with stuff like that as well. And I think pacing is a lot of it too. Like the amount of stuff I just cut out because it's just talking and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I dread to think how many hours I've cut out from the last week alone. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, like Blue said, I think it's checking out other people's video, and Dan as well. Not copying it, but seeing what bits you like about it, and sort of just getting a style from a few different people, really. Seeing what bits you think are good and what bits you don't think are good, and it's sort of just working it from there, I think. In my experience, at least. I mean, I learned to edit when I was 12, 13.
And don't expect to be good at it straight away either. Like I keep all my videos up, like apart from like a few. You can go back and look at my first video. It's horrible. It has no editing. And then there's like the first video where I got my editing software, I like edited a bunch because I was so excited to get it, but it's still not a good video. So like, don't expect to be good at it straight away either. Like learn over time.
To be fair, I think some like that about some of the stuff I did in the last 6 months. I'm sort of just like, that's not as good as it could have been, and that's not as much effort as I could have put into it. It's only sort of now that I'm a bit.
But that's a good mindset to have.
Yeah, like I went on I did it the other night. I think I couldn't get to sleep or whatever. I was like, I'm just gonna watch some of the stuff I've done in the last 6 months, see what I could do better. Do you know what I mean? And it's like a self-assessment, and it's not a case of being down on yourself or criticizing yourself too much. But it's just like, well, how can I make this better, and how can it improve? And it's simple stuff like dedication to subtitles, clever transitions. I could have cut out that little bit of silence there because it sort of just lingers a bit too long. Do you know what I mean? It's just sort of sharp and quick and snappy. Has anyone got any other points on that before we go on to?
Is this Hugo that asked the question?
It was
about editing.
Yeah.
Right. Well, mate. End of the day, pal. You're 13. You got a long time before people start watching your videos properly, so you've got loads of time to practice your editing and get better. I mean, when I started YouTube when I was late high school, sixth form, and my editing was horrible. Like, these lads have also said their editing was awful as well. Like, I watched one of my old videos on Southern Fried Dan the other day, and I fucking cringed. It was so bad. So bad. So yeah, just saying their points once again, like, you'll get better over time. You just need to stick to it. Look back, like Nick said, see where you can do better, and then implement some changes that are better for your videos.
As well, I think talking to other creators
and fucking turn your music down as well. Jesus Christ. Fucking get deaf every time I watch one of your videos. Can't hear you. Turn your fucking music down.
I felt like that was a personal
God
attack.
almighty. Audio management.
I'm surprised how many people don't do that. Some people will edit a video or do something and not watch it back. Like, if I edit a video, what I'll do is I'll edit it, render it, set it to upload, and then while it's uploading, I'll watch it back to see if there's any editing mistakes. And if not perfect, then by the time I'm done watching it, it's uploaded, it's ready to go. If not, I'll cancel the upload, I'll re-edit and re-render. Like, make sure to watch your own videos. And as Nick said, and I cannot stress this enough, it is so important that you fucking self-evaluate. Not beat yourself up, but think, like, you know, would I watch this? Like, can you sit there and watch your own videos? And for me, it was a real turning point when I tried to sit there and watch one of my own 45-minute gameplay videos. I'm like, this is fucking boring, bro. What am I doing? You have to be able to watch your own content, and if you can make yourself laugh during editing as well, that's always a good sign that it's going to be a good video.
They are the best ones, to be fair, when you're editing, and you like. To be fair, it depends on the content, but like obviously, I think when we have moments like that, it's like they're the most fun ones to watch back because it's just like I'll be cracking up while I'm editing. I've not even done anything. I'm just watching the clip, and I'm just like, this is gold. And the thing, like, everyone finds different stuff funny as well. I think everyone's sense of humor is slightly different. So like, one of us could make a little comment and someone would find it hilarious. Do you know what I mean? But some other people wouldn't. Like, I noticed on some of your TikToks, Dan, you get a lot of like Scottish people just saying, "Oh, English humour." It's just like we're giggling like little school kids. Do you know
I've
what I
not
mean?
had one of them for a while.
Yeah,
I've not had one of them
it's
for
been
a while, but yeah, don't expect to edit something and expect everyone to like it.
Yeah,
because the internet's just full of people that like to complain. Internet Karens, basically.
Another question.
Yeah, I've not had one of those comments in ages, so
we can work on that. That's fine. Another question that we seem to be getting a fair bit is like, how do I get more views on TikTok? You know, hashtags, stuff like that, and YouTube as well. I suppose I wouldn't know about the get more views on YouTube bit, but like the TikTok.
YouTube,
It's
like
recovering.
100, 200.
It is recovering.
You're doing well.
It's recovering.
You're doing well. Don't stop being so
Oh,
down
no,
on
no,
yourself.
no. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I'm well aware. It's fine. It's part of the self-love 2021 that I'm having done. It's gonna end well. But
oh yeah.
but yeah, like for the more views on TikTok and YouTube and stuff. I mean, I think the two sort of correlate really. I mean, that you've shown it as, you know, again, to make an example, like, you do good on TikTok, and if the content is good enough, people will come over, and that's how people find our Discord. And if you're not in the Discord, by the way, that's down there as well. You can go in that. We've got a pretty friendly bunch. We sometimes, well, we pretty much in it every day. So if you want to talk to us, then I, one, feel sorry for you. Two, your life can't really be going that well if that's something that you want to do. And three, yeah, that's the place to do it. So that's down there. But anyway, yeah, it does seem like the two sort of correlate in a sense. Like, I think at this point, at least for us.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You've probably got a bit more to say on that than I have, I suspect, young Daniel.
I have something to say on it.
Shoot.
Unless Blue wants to go first, or I don't mind.
I don't know what you just
no
said,
worries.
Dan, but
Right,
yeah, go for it.
For a start, I was checking the advice and questions, and 3 different people asked about views. Okay, I want more views on this. End of the day, we're all small creators, right? Views shouldn't be the fucking thing that matters, okay? Just enjoy yourself. Stop worrying about views, because I've seen so many people in the Discord stress about views, and it ruins the whole experience, because you can get like 100+ views on one video, and then have it drop, and I've seen people fucking writing posts about how depressed it's making them feel, and how they want to stop with YouTube because they've got less views on one thing than something else. It's really not important at all. It's not important, and I don't want to name and shame anyone, but some of the people asking, they don't post daily, they don't... Yeah. One of them's posting like every month. I mean, you can't expect to get views when you're not active as well. I have got some tricks to help on TikTok, on the TikTok side. I am starting to understand the algorithm a bit more because it has recently changed, but I don't want to give it out to everyone, if you know what I mean. I'd like to see some commitment to the game first.
Well, you had to figure it out yourself, so...
But once again, the PowerPoint HD YouTube channel. I'm sorry. I'll stop self-advertising now, but I'm going to discuss all this over there anyway. I'll give a better fucking explanation. But stop stressing about views, please. For the love of God. It's not fucking important.
Yeah. Do you want to see
this small creator?
Do you want to see this man lose any more hair? Because it will happen. The more you talk about this, the less hair he is going to have. Stop pranging.
Exactly. Look at that already. Look at that. That's what you're bloody doing to me. But yeah, real quick before I go, if you focus on views, you're going to be making content that you don't enjoy. And then you'll end up quitting after a couple of weeks, and that'll be it. That'll be the end of your channel. So just focus on content you enjoy doing.
I mean, back to that
there
point.
You go, Blue's turn.
Yeah, go on, Blue. Actually, I'm just chatting like some sort of fucking thing. I'm not sure.
Nick.
But go on.
Mate. Right. I was going to say, views aren't always representative of how good a video is as well, right? Because like the thing that I pay the most attention to, for instance, is the comments, because I love seeing people interact with it. Like, I don't really give a fuck about the likes.
Yeah.
And I mean, I sometimes care about the views, probably more than I should. But like especially, I don't know who's asked the question, but we've got a lot of small creators in the server. But like, that shouldn't be like what the questions you ask. And like, you know, the editing question, fair enough, that shows you want to improve your content. You shouldn't really be asking a question of how do I get views, because that means you're in it for all the wrong reasons. And like, as someone like who used to do it, and as someone who has seen people do it, like if you pay attention to the YouTube stats too much, it will drive you crazy. Because like you can, believe it or not, you can get addicted to YouTube. Like I used to sit there, like open my YouTube channel every day and look at the stats, and I'd just keep it on the screen, and it was so fucking unhealthy. And it will drive you insane if you pay too much attention to it. So like, try and keep the YouTube spirit of, you know, it's just people in their rooms making things they like and sharing it with other people to watch. You know, like think of it, not like making memes, but like kind of a similar thing. You know, just make stuff you enjoy. If you care about the stats, it's not gonna, it's gonna fuck you up. It's gonna fuck you up.
I do agree. I mean, I know, to be fair.
Very, very well said.
You used your words very well there, Blue. I remember, like, in the one instance I had where I think it was like 60k views or something, like over the course of a week or something like that. I mean, I look at this at work as well, because I wrote down the numbers of sub growth basically on a bit of wood behind my desk. Just like with the dates, just to track it.
God.
And then, just it was the first time it had happened. I was like quite excited about it. Do you know what I mean? I was just like, I wanted to sort of see some sort of correlation and as to how many I was on a day. And it was like I was getting about 150 a day at one point. And bear in mind, this was only over the course of a week. And by the end of it, I was like, when they started slowing down, I was like, oh no, I need something to follow up now. And it's sort of like, it was the wrong mindset to have, I think, at the time. But it's experience like that I think that's where you learn that it doesn't really matter. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I think you can definitely think about it too much. So yeah, as both of these fine chaps have said, who cares? Don't worry about it. Be fine. Do you enjoy it? Yes or no? If the answer's no, go on.
Yeah, I have got one more point. I know I said I wasn't going to name and shame anyone, but
here we go.
I'm going to do it.
Oh no.
Here we go. Right. So I'm sorry if you watch this. I'm going to use you as an example, Pratt, okay? Every day you pretty much come into our server, complain about views. You had one TikTok that blew up, and you expected it to, you expected the views to raise on your YouTube as well. But it didn't. He got views. He got more views than a lot of creators I know. He was averaging like 100 views per video, and for like a 200, 300 sub YouTube channel, that was amazing. But he wanted more and more and more, and it to the point where, like Blue said, he was going insane about it. Does he do YouTube anymore? No, he stopped because he didn't enjoy it. He didn't enjoy it one bit because all he focused on was views, so he stopped. That channel's inactive now. And that's what happens to half of the channels nowadays that only give a shit about views and the money side of it. All inactive.
More than 50%, I'd say.
I'll stop talking now. Yeah. Oh, way more. Yeah. Easily.
Trying to see. There's another one, I suppose, that is...
This podcast's getting me heated tonight.
Yeah, I know, I was going to say, I could tell. There's a question that, I mean, it's just it's just server talk, really. It's just saying, do you think anyone in the server could blow at any second? I don't know if he means as in blow up, or like, more in a terrorist-y sort of way, or sexually, I don't know.
Oh, no.
Go on, Blue.
I've got a question.
Right, let's ignore the blowing up one. Let's go with Blue.
I I got asked this in my live stream the other day, and I thought it was a really interesting question. And it was like Elite Bunny guy. Like, he's a really small guy. I think he really wants to do YouTube. It's nice seeing small creators like that. You know, he's so enthusiastic about the craft. But he asked me, he was like, "How do you deal with haters?" And for me, I said, like, because I had this one guy on TikTok, and he just said to me, like, "Oh, you sound so bent," and I was like, "Oh, only for you." And then he was like, "Mate, I'll fucking choke you out," and I'm like, "Oh, squeeze me tighter."
I think that was on mine, wasn't it? You started getting gay with a guy in my comment section. I was just like, I'm going to let this happen.
That's how I deal with haters. But I was wondering how you two deal with haters.
Sarcastically, usually. Until it goes wrong and I try to ratio someone, but then like my own comment.
No!
Oh god,
I will never let you live that down, Wadism.
Tell the story.
Never ever in my life. Yeah.
No,
tell us a story.
I don't even remember what the guy said. Basically, he put up one clip about not liking Cold War and people just get on your case. And I wouldn't say it was haters. They weren't hating the content. They were just talking about the game. And obviously Call of Duty is like one of the most argued over things of all time. For some reason, who cares? Do you know what I mean? Just if you enjoy the game, you enjoy it. If you don't, then fair play. Play something else. But someone commented something mocking my KD or something. They were like, "Oh, you just don't like it because you're bad." I was just like, actually, I have a 0.75 KD. Like, obviously being sarcastic, because let's be honest, 0.75, poor. Not even league worthy. Get out of here. But he then replied something else or something like that. I think he was boasting about his KD, and I just replied ratioed. And then I thought, I like that comment just so I've already got one more than him. But obviously it shows if you've liked your own comment. And I mean, I'm a complete boomer. I had no idea at the time, and I showed Dan. I was like laughing, like I've just destroyed this kid, and he was like, "Yeah, you've liked your own comment, by the way." It's just like
it just says liked by creator.
So
I'm such a boomer though.
I tried to warn you. I tried to warn you before he found it. I really did.
Yeah,
but it was just too late. You discovered it, and then you just took the biggest L of your entire life.
I deserved it though.
The biggest L.
I deserved it for being too cocky. To be fair, like
you did.
That's confidence failing me there.
You did.
But I had fun. That comment section's brilliant. I love it.
It is, to be fair. It's cracking. About the haters, I used to be fair, I used to take the some hate personally, and I'd have a little argument and stuff about it. But I've started to figure it out a bit now. Like, obviously, as you grow, you're gonna get more and more people chatting shit, and half the people chatting shit, mate. You go on the profiles, they're either this fucking skinny 10-year-old or for just some meme account. Like, just useless people. And I kind of look at it this way, like, would these people really be saying that? And I'm not trying to sound like fucking Conor McGregor right now, but if we're out in the middle of Blackpool, next to the tower, and they saw me, would they come up to me and say that? And the chances are no, because a lot of them are scared people that probably get bullied, and they take their anger out on people over the internet. I genuinely think if you talk smack on the internet, you're just a coward, so no one should really be asked what anyone thinks.
And on that note,
someone's chatting shit, just ignore them.
Press the like button if Dan looks like I don't know. I got nothing. Press the like button if you don't like Dan though.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, sure.
Likes go up by 100%.
Every time someone gives me a hate comment, I think I could probably beat them up. So it doesn't matter.
No, I'm not saying it like that. I'm not saying it like that.
So, I met one of my haters and beat him up.
Take their anger out. Wadism, shut up! I'm saying, half of these kids probably have real life problems, like they probably get picked on, and they take it out online because there's no consequences online. No one can do anything to you. There's no punishment. But in person, you get punched by someone if you came up to them and chat shit to them. So, I don't take them seriously because it's a cowardly act.
We've sort of.
I'm not saying I want to punch children.
Dan, calm down.
Hey, wait till people see the Valheim clip of you talking about the fucking that question.
One, I was drunk, and two, it was taken out of context. Before we go any further with this, I was trying to be funny, didn't really work, sort of backfired. But we'll move on from this conversation because we've been talking about it for like 40 minutes, and I think people are probably sick of hearing about it. Who wants to do their interesting fact next? Do you want it, Blue, or shall I?
Yeah, sure, I'll do mine. So I was gonna do like one about rape, but that doesn't seem very cool now. But no, condoms can hold up to 2 liters of water, and so if you're lost, you can use them to store water if you want.
Ah,
Drink
okay.
water out of your condom.
Right. Okay.
I was gonna do one about rehypnol tasting salty, apparently, but I didn't think that was appropriate.
I wouldn't know. I always pass out when I drink
Just
it. So.
You're just stranded in the middle of the desert. You're thirsty. You just pull your fucking condom out full of water.
I've had
That
this in
sounds
my wallet.
very efficient.
I've had this in my wallet for 8 years. I knew it would come in handy one day. I think okay. I'm happy to move on from that. If you two
Well,
are.
see, you joke about that, but I had condoms in my wallet, and eventually, it's a sad day when your condoms expire and you have to throw them away.
I don't think I've ever bought any. You know?
I had to take them out of my wallet. We got them at this university thing. They were like giving like loads of contraceptives out. I was like, oh yeah, I'll take a condom. I'll use this. And I eventually had to chuck it away because it expired.
No.
I think even now, at
It's
age
a grim. Yeah, it's
almost
so grim.
25, I'd be embarrassed to buy one, even though like it's like an obviously fine thing to do. I still feel like, yeah, just like put it in the bag. Like, don't make eye contact. I don't know why. I think it's like embedded in you at 16. It's just like it's embarrassing. Filthy.
Buy them on the internet. It's easier. You don't have to look at people in the eye buying them. Just go on Amazon. Buy them. What do you look like? You want to give me a roast or something? I'm not looking at your webcam right now. You look like you want to roast me.
Just didn't think. I just didn't think this conversation would get to this point. To be honest,
They're not an expense.
I just never thought we'd get this far from God in general.
What are some of these other questions?
But yeah, use protection, kids, because it's important, and you don't want kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna tell a joke.
What
I
other
was gonna
questions
tell a joke. I
should you
was gonna tell a joke, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Someone said here, what content should they stream? I mean, it's to get more views and followers on Twitch, but we've already answered that. So
Whatever you want.
So
Yeah.
However, we're moving on to the life problems now. So,
oh, are we?
well, we've sort of beaten the whole content conversation dead with a stick. So,
Alright. Okay.
So the first one: how do I get with a girl I like? We'll do that one first, and there is another question afterwards. How do I get with a girl I like? Now,
Case by case basis. Depends. It really depends.
I'm gonna level with you, Chief. It's not really up to you. Women are mysterious creatures. They either like you or they don't.
But listen, it's a case by case basis, because I could tell you, oh, buy your girl flowers, but maybe she doesn't like flowers, or like write her a poem, maybe she doesn't like poetry. Like, it really depends. Like, what you should do is get to know them, get to know what they like, and then if try and do nice things for them, and like try and push that bar a little bit further. And if it looks like they're responding, and keep going and see what happens. Really, it's got to happen like naturally. You can't force it. Like, there's two people in a relationship, and for it to work, usually both of them have to want it to happen. I mean, actually, usually, if the girl wants it to happen, the guy's just like, yeah, go on then. But no, like in a serious relationship, both people have to want it. So to get with the girl you like, yeah, try that. Try being a friend first, knowing what she's like.
Surely from the start, it's I don't know. It's a difficult one. I don't remember being that age and worrying about it. Really, to be fair.
Well, me and you have very different views on how to get women. Not that I don't like. I mean, I respect your opinion.
Oh no.
No, I think
we have different approaches.
I think I'm just slightly more forward. I think that's all it is. Because I've sort of been the whole nervous wreck before, and I don't want to talk to him. Do you know what I mean? I've been there, and I sort of past it now. I think I just it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. I don't know. I wouldn't really know how to advise it, though. Every case, like you said, every case is different. And it depends on the person as well. They're either into you or then. Well, no, it's not as simple as that, I suppose. It isn't as simple as either into you or not. Do you know what I mean? But I think you get a pretty good idea early doors whether or not something would work or not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dan?
Be yourself. Be yourself. If they don't like you, they
horrible
don't like you.
advice.
I voice cracked that as well. No, be yourself. How's
No,
that
I
horrible
don't-
advice? You don't want to be someone that you're not
have
and
you
then have
met
to
me?
live up to it.
Have you met me?
Yeah,
I'm playing.
unfortunately, yeah.
I'm playing. But
I want to know one. Have you ever wrote a girl a poem like Blue said?
not a poem. Nah. No.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
No.
Oh, I forgot you're an audio engineer. You probably wrote a rap or something like that.
Diss track, yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
I do. I have got an admiration for the English language and a bit of literature here and there. But no, I've never written a poem. I think I don't know. I just feel like it would be cringy. Do you know what I mean? Although,
I've done it.
You've done what? Or written a poem?
I've-
You've wrote someone a poem.
I've written someone a poem, picked them flowers, like the whole shebang. Oh, basically, so there was this Mexican girl in my uni, and she was like obviously an exchange student, and she was like really flirty with me and stuff, and like she started like teaching me Spanish. So I started being a friend for a while, started like talking to her a lot, and then on the day of, because I was like I'm gonna ask her out today. I went out on campus grounds. I picked some flowers. Like I didn't buy any. I picked some. I wrote a poem, but I wrote it in
Cheaper.
Mexican as well, Mexican Spanish. And then like I knocked at her door and I said it. And then she brought me to her room. And then she was like, "I've got a boyfriend." And that's how that went. So
Yikes.
apparently it's just Mexican culture. Like they're really like flirty. I don't know, but yeah.
I once
It didn't work.
told an Italian girl to
Bloody
fuck
hell.
off in a native tongue. That was pretty funny.
It didn't work for me, but like, I'm an edge case. Like, I mean, most girls will appreciate something that sweet. So try it. I mean,
How did
don't
you-
try it
Yeah.
straight away. Don't come on really strong. But
How did you not know she was in a relationship beforehand, though?
she never said it at all, ever, and she was super flirty with me. So
Did
I
would.
thought it was.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. I think before it
Yeah.
gets to that point, I'd want to know. Not
Yeah.
not what's going on. It isn't ever really a good point to ask what's going on. Do you know what I mean? But like, what's
Yeah.
the deal with you? Are you available?
Yeah, well, you gotta be
I don't-
careful about
I don't
that.
know.
And then it lets them know that you're interested. So you gotta be careful with that. But yeah, no, I agree. It's a lesson I learned. I learned it the hard way, but I learned it nonetheless.
It is experience that does that, though.
To be fair, it could have been worse. The boyfriend could have been round when you read your poem out.
He could have
Yeah.
fancied you. To be fair,
No,
He could have
been-
answered the door.
He was in Mexico, so
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, mate, go off. Should have continued.
no. Well, she told me, and then
Blue the home wrecker.
We're not
No,
advocating
she
home
told
wrecking for
me,
the
and then
record.
kind of like hurried me out the door. So I
Shoo.
don't know what she did with flowers or.
Ah,
Yeah, I mean, back to the point. How do I get?
so
a
you
girl?
should have brought a boombox with you.
How do I get a girl I like? I mean, it's a tricky question. In retrospect, the more I think about it, because I don't know. I don't even know. Does anyone?
It
does
is a case by
does
case.
any guy
It's-
know?
Like, I mean, I
Girls
can't
like
give you-
food.
I can't
Everyone
give you
likes
specific
food.
advice. I can't give you specific advice because I don't know. I don't really know who said it. I haven't had a look, but I don't know what the girls like, what you're like, whatever. But just be yourself. Try and be a friend first. Learn what she likes, and then play to her likes. Like if she likes flowers, get her some flowers. If she likes chocolates, get her some chocolates. Stuff like that. Oh, but a tip. Unless a girl specifically mentions I don't like chocolates, try and get them chocolates because they might appreciate chocolates over flowers because at least they can eat the chocolate. The flowers they kind of just put it there and it sits still. But unless they specifically mention that they don't like chocolates,
I think
I
another.
don't know. Just,
What about chocolate flowers?
yeah, you could do that. Yeah,
That's
good.
the ultimate move right there.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate one.
Definitely. I mean, another bit of advice. I'd say never go into it thinking she's the one. Do you know what I mean? Or never go into it thinking relationship first, because that's always going to end in tears. Do you know what I mean? It's just people meeting people. It happens. Boys and girls can be
don't put too
friends,
much pressure on it.
and sometimes it's better to be friends rather than getting yourself both involved in something that isn't going to work and there's not going to be much longevity to it. I mean, it's like I'd say if you're between the ages of 14 and 18, I wouldn't stress about relationships, to be fair. And the thing is, I feel like a lot of people do
No.
feel like, oh, a relationship would complete me. It's like, no. Are you happy with yourself? That should be your number one priority. If you're where you want to be, and if you're happy with yourself as a person, mentally and all that, then yeah, sure, go for it. By all means, that's just going to make you feel better, and you'll have that little bit of, someone to moan at on your way home from work or whatever, or, someone to cuddle when you get in the door, which is great. It's lovely stuff. But if you're not happy with yourself, you're only going to make someone else's life not more difficult. That's probably a bad choice of words, but it's not going to be good or easy for either of you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I've done a lot of reading about this lately, because I kind of learned that I'm emotionally dependent on someone. If this person's happy, I'm happy. If this person's sad, I'm sad. I kind of recently learned that about myself, and so this is something I'm trying to do myself. Like, I'm trying to be happy on my own, and it's like the stuff you can do. Like, Jude is learning to drive and stuff, and that is fucking
passed his test, actually.
He did, and
Big
it
ups,
makes
Jude.
me want to learn to drive. Yeah, big ups, Jude. It makes me want to learn to drive, but for now, I'm just doing exercise. I'm trying to get in shape. I'm trying to get promoted at work. Just do stuff that can that is just for yourself. As Wad said, you shouldn't be relying on someone for happiness. You should try and be happy in yourself, and then if you get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, then that's an additional thing to be happy about. But if you're reliant on it, when it gets taken away, it's going to fuck you up. And I'm someone who's there, someone who's still dealing with that. I'm 23 years old and I'm still learning about love. So I'm in no ways an expert, but I've got a lot of experience, basically, in what not to do.
I'm a walking catalogue of what not to do, Blue.
Yeah.
What's actually?
It's almost like people are scared of heartbreak, but that's a part of growth almost.
Yeah, definitely.
Everyone gets heartbroken at one point in their life, and it only makes you stronger over time. It may happen, and you may think, "Oh, my life's over. I can't deal with this," but you'll soon realize that it makes you a stronger person, and it gives you more experience with love and all that.
Well, this is what I was saying to, I can't remember who it was recently, but I was saying to someone recently. You need the bad things in life to make the good ones feel better. Do you know what I mean? You need, I don't know, a heartbreak or a relationship ending for something better to happen. Because if you've only got it good, when the good stuff happens, you're not even going to notice it. But if something bad's happened, and then you see that as a low point, when the good times come, they're going to feel so much better. Do you know what I mean? And it's weird. When it is self-love a lot of the time, to be fair, not to be confused with arrogance and being an ego fiend. Which, to be fair, I've been there. But whoa, pack it in. Nah, to be fair, in my defence, when I became single, I mean, I've been single almost 3 years now, and I pretty much loved every minute of it. I'm not going to lie to you. The first, to be fair, it was like, I've never really spoken about it, but it was falling apart for a while before it happened anyway. By the time it happened, I was over it. I was done. The heartbreak had already happened before I even had a chance to sort of realise it. So I didn't really get much emotional backlash from it. And I sort of kept thinking, oh, it's going to hit me soon, and it just never did. And it's sort of it's stuff like that makes you think, well, obviously it wasn't as it wasn't love. Do you know what I mean? And but after that is when I started thinking, right, what do I actually want to change about myself? And that's I think 2019 was the best year of my life, pretty much for the reason that I just did what I wanted, for lack of better words. But it was the first time I'd sort of been comfortable with myself, do you know what I mean? And sort of cared for someone, or cared for myself, and not sort of worried about what someone else is thinking and how someone else is. I don't remember much of that year, to be entirely honest.
And listen, you don't you don't always have to be happy as well, 24/7. We're all human beings. We're all going to be happy, sad, angry, and it's okay to feel those things. Don't force yourself to try and be happy all the time. Sometimes accept that, you're going to be down for a bit. But it's about getting back up, and it's about trying to make yourself, happy. But it's okay not to be okay sometimes, right?
And talk to the people that make you feel better as well, to be fair. You guys especially have helped with this sort of stuff. I mean, obviously when I remember the last time I was down particularly, but if I had a bad day or whatever, I'd just be session, and we just sort of I'd play games for 3 hours, completely forget about why I was even pissed off in the first place, and it was fine. And it's nice to have them distractions, I think. But talk to people. You don't always have to do it on your own. I know people are sometimes so determined to do stuff on their own and not let people in. But people do help. Sometimes they don't.
Yeah, I was there myself. Yeah.
Sometimes they don't help, but
I'm sorry to interrupt. I know this is a
it's
deep
fine,
moment,
it's fine.
but I'm trying not to crack up. I just got my leg stuck in between the two desks, and I had to like yank it out while you were talking about all that deep shit. I was trying not to crack up with it.
That's
You'll see it when we watch this back.
Yeah, no, I could see it. I just didn't want to mention anything.
I thought you were stroking the dog or something. I thought like Pat had come for some rubs or something. Like you were just stroking him on the table.
Right, well, we're pretty much.
My leg was fully stuck.
We're coming up to like an hour now, anyway. Would you like my fact to finish this off?
It's up to you. It's up to you.
Well, I'm going to
tell
it anyway because I'm the one editing it. So, what do you think the most shoplift item in the world is? Food item, rather.
Food item.
Yeah.
Bubblegum.
Oh, let me have a think about this. I'm gonna say, well, can I just be general and say sweets, or do I have to give a brand?
We can generalize it. It's quite a big thing, I guess. Can you hurry up? I need the toilet.
I'm gonna say, it's got to be something small, either sweets or a can of pop.
No, all right. Blue, your answer.
I'm just gonna go on a really weird one. Pastries.
No, cheese.
Oh. That is really weird.
Yeah.
So many cheese.
Who's going around shoplifting cheese?
If I could shoplift, to be fair, I fucking love cheese. I would. I mean, shoplifting's bad. Don't shoplift, for the record, just to get that PSA out. But cheese is sick.
No.
Unless you've got like dairy issues or something like that. But people with dairy issues are weak. Kyle.
Yeah, weak little people.
Oh, I've been defeated
Disgusting.
by milk. Oh dear, I'm gonna get.
It's fucking. Gotta say that to Kyle.
I don't know.
Like Kyle, shut the fuck up or pour some milk.
It's like the opposite.
Just throw up.
Kyle's like Popeye with spinach when it comes to Monster, but milk is his kryptonite. You just show him milk and it just like melts. I don't know. I've lost the plot at this point. But does anyone want to wrap this up?
He's lost the plot, everyone.
I've lost the plot.
And on that bombshell, I think the podcast is over. Have you guys got any final words you want to say before it ends?
I need a wee, so if we could wrap this up now, that would be great. Because I'm about to wee.
I also need a wee.
Yeah.
Blue?
I don't need a wee, but if you liked this conversation, join the Discord. We have them in there all the time.
Yeah.
And check out PowerPoint HD as well. Anyway, I've been ExcelHD, and I'm out.
Why is he doing his outro on this?
Can you stop filming? Can you stop filming?
No, we're still going.
That was meant to be a good ending.
That's not a good ending. How is that a good ending? Would you...
Right. Goodbye, everyone.
Here you go.
It looks like it's just me now.
Is it over?
Welcome back. No, it's not over. We're not going until you do this properly.
Fucking hell, I need a piss, man. Just end the bloody podcast.
Yeah, laters, whatever.
Jesus wept. Goodbye, everyone. Bye.
Whatever.
Bye.
Bye. Don't care. Bye.